Morning Express on Ghtv Holland. We were looking at Charlotte Osei dragged to Amidu for causing financial loss, as Daily Guide reported it. And it is on page 3 of the Daily Guide newspaper. The story was done by William Yao Owusu. And I read, so members of staff of the Electoral Commission who caused the removal of Charlotte Osei from office have officially filed a fresh petition at the office of the special prosecutor to investigate her. The EC staff, led by 2 of their members, Faustin Ampofu and Goswe Dajo, want the Martin Amidu-led team to charge her for causing financial loss to the state. In the petition, Daily Guide length was filed last Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you will agree with me that Mrs. Charlotte Osei, who before today was the Electoral Commissioner of our country, appointed somewhere in 2015, was recommended for removal by the Chief Justice's committee after some unknown men and women from the Electoral Commission petitioned the President. Today we are being told that 2 of those people have written a fresh petition for Charlotte Osei to be investigated for causing financial loss to the state. I don't know if it is lawful, because what I know is that one cannot be punished twice for the same offense. You can't not be punished twice for the same offense. Our laws are clear. Charlotte, the commission said, what is the commission's recommendation? If the commission has recommended her removal and subsequent prosecution, then what is the need for this petition? What is the need for this petition? I don't. The people who caused her removal are still adding salt to her injury. At least she's been removed from office. Are they not satisfied for her removal? Why the need for Martin to investigate? Investigate. Already it's been established that she's a verdict and recommendation. The committee 25 years can apply for 2 years of extension as ignited grumbling in the Ghana Army. The Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, upon assumption of office, assured 7 army personnel that their contract for 25 years will be extended to 30 years. This means, barring any unforeseen circumstances, every soldier in the category of other ranks who serve 30 years before retiring. But some of the worried soldiers have told the Chronicle emerge in the barracks, which set conditions that must be met before the other ranks who have served 25 years could be given a contract extension for just 2 years. To them, this is contrary to the promise made by the President that they will serve 30 years before they are discharged from the army. The said official document, which has sent shivers down the spines of the soldiers, reads, the command and staff institutions and procedures, volume 3, part 13, section 13, states, re-engagement policy extension of service beyond 25 years, other ranks. The policy shall govern the extension of service beyond 25 years conditions. The person to be recommended should not be more than 50 years of age. He must possess a skill or trade that is required in the armed forces for which no immediate replacement is available, there must be an established vacancy. Duration. The extension shall be for a period of 2 years only. There shall be no further extension on completion of the 2 years. Replacement. It shall be the responsibility of the officer to initiate the recommendation to ensure that a replacement is trained to fill the vacancy to be created by the end of the 2 years extension period. Then there's a procedure. Extension of service beyond 25 years shall be upon recommendation by unit commander, service director. A unit commander or service director shall fill DFA 2140 in triplicate and process through command channels to Ghana Armed Forces Headquarters 12 clear months before the start of the terminal leave of the soldier to be recommended for extension beyond 25 years. In short, what the Chronicle was reporting or has reported is that contrary to the assurance given to soldiers, particularly other ranks, when we talk of other ranks, we're talking of soldiers with their ranks, the Bogno ranks, the underdogs, that they can, rather than serving for 25 years, they could actually serve for 30 years. So they were extending it from 25 to 30 years before they could go on retirement. According to Chronicle, there is an emerging document, portions of which were read to you, that states that rather than the 5 years extension, it is now 2 years. Even the 2 years, it is no wholesale. The 2 years extension that the service is accepting is even not wholesale, and that you must satisfy some basic criteria, requirement. You must first have trade on your own. Not if you have trade and the trade is not useful to the Ghana Armed Forces, you will not be kept. You will be sent home once you have exceeded your 25 years. Somebody must determine and accept that indeed the trade you have is important and vital to the service before. And even that you must apply prior to your terminal, and you must apply 12 clear months through the channels at the headquarters for your unit head or commander. If you are in a unit, let's say Ghtv Holland News, Account News, the head of Ghtv Holland Account News must indeed approve you that you are qualified and that your services is needed before your 2 years can be extended to. And this, the junior ranks or the other ranks are not happy. The other ranks are not. The president, who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, haven't given orders. No other person can vary it. And that has brought uneasiness in the various military camps or barracks across our country. I think that is a worrying situation that the leadership of the Ghana Armed Forces and the Minister of Defense must pay attention to. We shouldn't allow our pot and watch or our foot to burn. We know what soldiers are capable, especially the other ranks. The 79 is there to guide us. We knew what happened when junior ranks, the same other ranks, took charge, caged their superiors, and sent this country into chaos. My fervent prayer is that this situation will not grow into unlimited proportions. To curb it, the leadership like the minister, Dominic Nitu, will have said, he has allayed the fears that they will not pick and choose. They will not pick and choose. We pray and hope that East West will stay. President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo said 36 factories under the one district, one factory will soon be ready. Will soon be ready. The president is telling us the one district, one factory. We have about 216 districts across the country. And we are told that 36 factories will be ready soon. How soon? We don't know. We have been told that it will be ready, but we are waiting to see when that will be ready. Recently, about some 4 banks' licenses were revoked and put together under the umbrella of Consolidated Bank of Ghana. People have been speaking. Opinions have been flying left and right. Inus Afuseni, a lawyer and a member of parliament under the umbrella of the National Democratic Congress, thinks that the auditors of those collapsed banks should be punished. For him, having collapsed the banks and giving it to KPMG to manage. One, the things that, every bank has auditors. So he's of the opinion that the auditors of those collapsed banks should be punished. I don't know what you are thinking. Some were of the opinion that owners of the banks should be dealt with. Owners of the bank should be dealt with. But Honorable Inus Afuseni thinks otherwise. He thinks that people employed as auditors should be punished. If it is right, let your message come on our WhatsApp, Ghtv WhatsApp line, Ghtv WhatsApp line. If you are following us on Facebook, Ghtv Holland, on YouTube, Ghtv Holland. Let's get interacted. Get interacted by letting your messages come. You can join the conversation. So let's look at from politics. Let's look at little sports. The Liverpool in emphatic 5-0 win over Napoli. Interesting. Liverpool in an emphatic 5-0 win over Napoli. Arsenal end pre-season with win over Lazio. Aguero nets double as City win Community Shield. Aguero nets double as City wins Community. The sports, sadly enough, we just ended the All African Champions Athletics in Nigeria, Asaba. But all the papers, none of them is carrying anything on Africa. These are supposed to be papers owned by Africans. They're managed by editors who are Africans. Sadly enough, not a single one, not a single. Maybe Ghanaian Times may redeem the situation. Ghanaian Times. At the back of the Ghanaian Times, Black Satellites edge closer to under 20 after 3-1 thrashing of Benin. Comment stop Yari Cruz in BF fight. Swag chalks 50. Rack suspends Tim Dogbe for US 20 from US Today. Tim Dogby for US Today. 5-star Liverpool run riot in Napoli win. It's sad. It's sad. Very sad. The attention, the kind of attention we pay to. It is advantage satellites after 3 wins over Benin. Okay. France cut Ghana to size as they whipped them 4-0. 4-1. 4-1. Common makes quick work of cruise. In fact, for the sake of our viewers, the All African Athletics Championship that ended yesterday in Asaba, Delta State of Nigeria. Kenya topped all, followed by South Africa, and Nigeria closely marking South Africa. Nigeria had 9 golds, 5 silver, 5 bronze. Kenya led by 11 golds, 6 silvers, 2 bronze. And South Africa 9 golds, 6 silver, 5 bronze. That was how it ended yesterday. Sadly enough, none of our papers, not even the state-owned Daily Graphic, they didn't make space for that, but made space for adverts. I am tempted to call them daily adverts because the adverts are more than the stories. When it is state fund, that is the country in which we find ourselves. Because it is state that is funding. So you have how many pages? Daily Graphic is about 95 pages. Not a single page was dedicated for All African Athletics Championship held in neighboring Nigeria. And when you speak, they say you are anti-progress. Between us and those who are not doing the thing, who should be anti-progress. Let's move our northern region. Look flashy when it comes to trouble. The minister of the region is advising inhabitants of the region to stay away from troubles. The story was done by Yakubu Abdul Majid from Tamale. The Northern Regional Minister, Salif Said, has warned trouble rousers and chieftaincy contractors to desist from fomenting trouble in the region because security agencies will not spare any person or group of persons attempting to cause mayhem in the area. The Regional Security Council has directed the security personnel to deal ruthlessly with anyone or group of people attempting to disturb the peace the region is currently enjoying. He cautioned. Mr. Said issued this warning yesterday in Tamale following the recent development with regards to Dagon chieftaincy crisis. Lately, there has been speculations within the Dagon traditional area that some people were planning to cause chaos. Just last Thursday, the Abudu youth of the Dagon Royal Gate vowed to resist any attempt by the Kuguna to enskin a new Yana. The minister, who expressed worry about the disturbing development, indicated his resolve to deal decisively with people who intended to spark violence in the region. Mr. Said lamented that violent conflicts in some parts of the region was the bane of the high poverty and hunger in the area. Country to deal decisively with anybody trying to foment trouble. They are known for this Dagon crisis. Dagon, you know, the chieftaincy is Yana, Akudu Gate, this gate, and what have you gate. According to their intelligence, some people are trying to reignite this otherwise problem that was swept under the carpet. They are threatening to prevent the enslavement of new Yana. So this warning is coming direct from the minister or the chairman in charge of the Regional Security Council, who doubles as the regional minister to the security agencies to deal with anybody, be it a group or individuals, who will find themselves culpable in this troubles. So you see, as others are struggling for development, some are interested in destroying us. But the secret of this is that if you go under it, you will definitely find the hand of a politician. Like Lucky Dube said in one of his popular songs, say our leaders are causing trouble here and there, some for their right, some for fun. See, we are living in this crazy world because this part of the nation that we are told is poor, but people save, make money and buy sophisticated weapons just to annihilate themselves, weapons just to kill themselves. And on that note, this is where we draw the curtains to Morning Express on Ghtv Holland. My name, Charles McCarthy. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Me efiada any kwesiada bia 6 to 7 p.m. Our Ghtv Holland eye ohene ayeye the King's Praise eye osori enko a ye tuntum nyankopon ni aye ne kese ye frɛ me Lady Ann me na me di dwumadie ho chia me enyi wo mfiri
Bushafo wa broche wadofo wa broche aya na wo pese utu omonkra nanso wonim ekwan ya obefa so a omonsa aka onkra to ana ene tie Ghtv Holland for the dwumadie won waso bia ya to din greetings from GH and oteye ye di abroche ko Ghana ene ye di Ghana aba abroche dwumadie ba ma wakonya e ma wachia wabusuafo ne wadofo e wa abroche wo wie sa na wo wie yo wo pese ebisa enyom je a eda wakoma so ema omo ehu se na ye dwen omo ho pa me a me di dwumadi ehu chia me ediane Alberta Mansa Emisa enso se wo hia me abonten a wo betimi afrɛ me se nyame hira me na se eya we ya mejo so se and the way you suspect
Right, that classes Ebwa partners on person will join Hunkafo or Holland and Chimen. Holland ranch say also to meet Casano. Now to meet train exams and son what to me join our partner or Holland. After say I won the panel, I'm an actual exams you know. I found our documents, also legalize our documents, and it's an amendment. I best see to it to say our passports and our birth sets, bachelor set, or spinster sets. We be for documentation we are on and also the web one
after that classes Kumasi your a great junction Oba Accra so your Dakuman circle station
Dark Alama